Hello everyone, coming back now with a different type of video. I was approached a few weeks ago by a company called Vipcrossstitch VIP and they asked me if I would like to collaborate with them in sharing some of their products. And so I thought about it, and I do like cross stitching. It's something I haven't done for a while, so I thought, yes, why not go and give it a try. So they gave me a certain amount of money to spend, and this is what I have bought with it. They are very cheap, they're very reasonable. And so I got two types of patterns, one where the pattern isn't printed on the canvas and one where it is. So the first thing I want to show you is this bookmark of cherry blossom, and so it comes on the back is the chart where it tells you, what color to put where, and it comes with an interesting looking pen to mark on the canvas if I want to mark perhaps the central point or anything like that. It is washable ink. So they recommend that after finishing the project, you wash you wash it so that the ink comes out. So anyway, so it comes with that, and then it comes with the tassel for the bookmark, and then the threads. So in this instance, I've got, I think, 5 different colors, and there's enough thread here to make the bookmark. And probably have a load left over as well. They come with 2 needles and the canvas. So there are 2 pieces of canvas so that I can do the pattern on both sides and sew it together to make the bookmark. It's actually quite a wide bookmark, isn't it? It's very wide, but anyway, I'm sure that to allow for little leeway either way. So that's the first one, and it also comes with a little direction telling you what a cross stitch should look like and which way you should do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there we are. I have to say, if you've never done cross stitch before, and you didn't know how to do it, this is perhaps not the best, because it's not very explicit about how to do the cross stitch and where to start. They recommend that you start in the middle of the picture, in the middle of your piece of canvas, obviously. So because if you start too high or too low, it might not fit in. So they recommend the middle, and then work outwards in both directions. So as I said, yeah, so probably, as it hasn't got good instructions, if you don't know how to cross stitch, might not be the best one. And then the second one I picked up, which is also a bookmark, this one has got many more threads, as you can see. It's got a red pen instead of a blue pen. It's still got the needles and the tassel and all these threads, absolutely beautiful threads, because this one is different on both sides, and also it's a lot more complicated because it's got 6 images rather than 3, rather than 1. I mean, it does tell you on the bottom that it's a 16 count cloth, which means it's 16 holes to the inch, and to use 2 strands of thread, but it doesn't tell you anything else. And this one's got a border all the way around to stitch. So yeah, so those are those 2. So those are the 2 that I got, which didn't have the canvas printed canvas. And then I got 3 others which are a lot more explicit, really. They show you how the thread can be divided, they show you what to look for, the numbers, etc. And as I say, it's a lot more explicit here, to how to find the center point of the fabric, and how to begin the first stitch at the center. And it also has some directions here on how to do stitches, so whole stitch, half stitch, quarter stitch, 3/4 of a stitch, continuous, back stitch, casting off, and French knot. So, and it also tells you here as well how you can how you should wash it afterwards, because the canvas is printed, and it says put the cloth in water below 30 degrees for more than 3 hours till all the pattern disappears. Wash it with clean water again. Dry it by leaving it flat in a ventilated place in order to iron the artwork on the back of the fabric with a steam flat iron until it becomes flat. So it comes in these nice plastic bags, very strong, with a Ziploc top. And so this is the picture that I've chosen. So these flowers and the butterfly, and you can see it's a partial canvas because these bits here are not filled in, the white bits. And then this one has got half stitches and it's got whole stitches. And it comes, so that's the pattern. It comes with this as well, which tells you the symbols and what to use, and for back stitch and for half stitch. So very good. I mean, it's very explicit. And on the back is a much bigger image, which is really helpful for those of us who are poorly sighted. Well, I'm not poorly sighted, but I do need a magnifying glass from time to time. So then it comes with all the threads as before, and 2 needles, and again, you know, it's the same tooth. These are six threads in one piece of thread, so you divide it up so you get 3 times as long, if you know what I mean. And this is the canvas. So here you can see that it's a 6x6 image. You can see there's lots of printing on it. And if I were to go just by the printing on this canvas, I would have great difficulty trying to work out what I had to do. So this the big image is very helpful. And this has got some red lines on it which tell me where to put the back stitching, which is basically here, if you can see that the petals are very well defined, and if the back stitching wasn't there, all those very dark lines wouldn't be there, and it would kind of, you would lose something of the image really without the back stitching, which you do at the very end. So anyway, so that was that one. Now I did get quite a few. I mean, I said they weren't expensive, but when I placed my order, they were doing buy 4 get 1 free, so that's why I've got quite a few. So the next one I got was this one, which is a butterfly as well, and again 6 inches. It doesn't look like 6 inches to me. It looks like more like, let me just measure it. Well, they did say 15 centimeters, so I guess it's a little less than 6 inches. Well, it's 4 and a bit. 4 and a bit, so that's okay. So I got this lovely butterfly and with flowers. Now this is not the color of the finished image, this is the color of the finished image, so it's very different, but they do that, I think, so that you can see the colors more easily when you're actually working on it. So exactly the same as the first one, same bag, same procedure. No little biros in these ones because of course it's not necessary. And then the final one is this one. Isn't he gorgeous? Lovely, lovely owl there. This one is a bit bigger. I'll just see if I can get it out. So this is the image. So yeah, so this one is not, this is 5 3/4 by 7, so a 5 by 7 more or less, just over 5 by 7. And I got these sizes thinking perhaps, you know, because I was thinking what would they be useful for. Obviously the bookmarks are very useful, I didn't want a big project to do, but obviously they do much bigger canvases than this. You know, so you can make cushion covers, you can make fire screens, you can make pictures for the wall, you could do all sorts of things with the images and that they've got. And they have got literally hundreds of images. So I know mine are all very animal-y and flowery and floral, but any sort of picture, you know, houses, cartoon characters, Harry Potter, Alice in Wonderland, you name it, they've got it on their website, you know, thousands and thousands of images. But as I said, I wanted to get some things which were relatively small, because I thought, well, they would make nice covers for journals, or, you know, people can do what they like with them once they're finished, make them into a picture or something like that. So there we are. So anyway, so I'd like to thank Cross Stitch VIP for inviting me to sample some of their products. They have given me a discount code for you, which will be in the description box below, together with a link to the things that I have bought. But obviously, you know, you can, you know, if you want to go over and have a look, you don't have to choose those things, obviously, to get your discount. And I have to say, it came very quickly. I was quite impressed. It just took maybe just under 2 weeks for the whole process. So I think that was very good. So thank you all for watching. Take care, everybody. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.